Hi, I'm Andrew Hockey.
I'm Andy Kim, and we did a video graphic comparative analysis of a three-point jump shot.
Here's a video of an expert performing this shot.
As you can see from this video, Steve Kerr shows how to correctly perform a three-point jump shot.
Steve Kerr holds the NBA record for three-point percentage of 45%. We set the goal for our subject to be 20 to 35%. The NBA average is about 35%. So as you can see, we want a realistic goal for our subject so that it can be attained. This is a video of our subject performing his worst trial. As you can see, the shooter brings the ball to the side of his head rather than directly in front of it. This prevents him from lining the ball up with the basket. He does not perform a jump as well, something that is necessary for a shot at this distance. He has bad form in the shooting arm and does not have the correct follow-through because his arm goes to the left instead of straight. This causes the shooter's shots to veer to the left, as can be seen in the schematics page. We will now talk about the two key elements in each of the phases. For the prep phase, we have the grip on the ball and the shot pocket. The grip is what creates backspin and will increase accuracy. This will aid in the ball's flight and add some lift, which creates the ideal parabolic shape that so many great shooters have. This can also help, as one can see, when the ball hits the front or back of the rim and the ball pops up and goes in. This is also known as the shooter's touch. For the shot pocket, you will want to make sure that everything is lined up with the basket. This ensures that you have an accurate and straight shot. For the force phase, the two key elements are the jump and the angle of release. The legs are the most important factor for producing force in this shot. The force applied to the ground from the quadriceps will be transferred through the body and eventually up into the ball. The flexion and quick extension of the legs produces the force behind the jump shot. This transfer from large to small muscles is needed for longer shots. The longer the shot, the more legs you use. The angle that the ball is released will greatly affect the path that it takes. The ideal angle of release also depends on the height that the ball is released, usually between 20 and 60 degrees, depending on the height that is released. Too low of an angle and the ball will hit the front of the rim. Too high and it will fall too short, as can be seen in this video. For the follow-through phase, the two most important elements are the flick of the wrist and the pointing of the finger to the rim. By flicking the wrist, you ensure the backspin of the ball, which increases its accuracy. By pointing the finger to the rim, you ensure that is where the ball will be traveling. As you can see in our beginner's first video, the shooter flicks his wrist to the left and also points his shot to the left. This causes his shots to veer to the left.
The biggest mistake Josh makes in his shot is that he shoots with two hands. When Josh shoots the ball, his arms produce two uneven forces on the basketball. This can cause the ball to have a sideways angular motion and travel away from the target. By shooting the ball with one arm while using the offhand as a stabilizer, allows the application of backspin and a straight trajectory. The second most important fault is the application of angle and force. In the video, Josh shoots the ball at a low angle with considerable amount of force. In order to increase his shooting percentage, he needs to shoot the ball at a higher angle with the correct amount of force. You want to shoot the ball at a high angle because it increases the size of the basket. From a low angle, the basket is a narrow oval shape, but from a high angle, the basket is a large circle. Because of this, it is optimal to shoot at a higher angle. The third most important fault is applying a jump while shooting. In the pre-videos, you can see that Josh did not jump while shooting. This increases the demand of force required from the shooting arm. This can result in a loss of control of the ball. Jumping also brings the ball closer to the rim and prevents the ball from being blocked. By applying Newton's third law, Josh must push off the earth, receiving an equal and opposite reaction, and use that potential energy to produce force for the ball. The first drill we incorporated was the one-handed shot. As Josh performs this drill, he keeps his hand under the ball while using his legs, body, shoulder, arms, and hand to line up his shot. He is positioned close to the basket so that he can practice developing the proper amount of angle and force while shooting with one hand. The second drill is a jumping drill. This drill helps Josh use his legs during his shot. As you can see in this video, he does not jump at all. Josh will need to focus on maintaining a stable center of gravity while shooting the ball in the air. This drill will also help in reducing the amount of force required from the shooting arm. The final drill is a close jump shot. This drill applies all the elements of a jump shot and forces Josh to effectively use them all. This drill is similar to the three-point shot, just closer so that Josh can focus more on the technique and form of the shot instead of exerting force.
This is a video of Josh's best trial.
Although Josh has significantly increased his shooting percentage over the semester, he still needs to improve on properly flicking his wrist, consistently jumping, and maintaining the proper follow through after the end of his shot.
Thank you for watching this video. This concludes our project. I'm Andrew.
I am Andrew.
We are the Andrews.